Welcome everyone here today to the beautiful Ted Dixon Court at Milford High School as the visiting Little Miami Panthers take on the steaming hot Milford Eagles. Milford comes into this game at 18-1 against Little Miami at 10-9. My name is Josh Baker alongside my broadcast partner Glenn Olson, and we're excited to have this game for you tonight.
Should be a pretty good one, John. Both these teams are headed in the home stretch of the regular season, getting ready for their postseason runs, and as you mentioned, Milford just red hot right now.
And now we'll look at some comparisons between the teams. Looking first at Milford, we mentioned they're 12-1 in conference this year. That's tied for the top with West Claremont, averaging 57 points a game with to just 37 points allowed. They shoot the three relatively well, the free throw relatively well as well. And they've just got a slew of players they can throw at you that's going to make your day difficult, both on the offensive and defensive ends.
Yeah, and Little Miami just the tick off, scoring well below Milford's average, as you saw. Look at Avery Green. She's going to be our Little Miami Panther to watch tonight, shooting just under 46% from the field, 31.5% from the arc. She is fourth in the league in scoring and rebounding.
And looking over at our Eagle to watch, Kylie Peroni, the junior center, who's listed at 6'3". She's shooting 61.7% from the field, an impressive 81.5% from the line for as much as she goes. First in the conference in blocks with 2.2 a game, second in rebounding, and she's also averaging 15.1 points per game on top of that.
Yeah, Milford's with the big height advantage here. It's going to be interesting to see what Little Miami can cook up to try to combat that.
In the last time these two played, it was a 30-point win in the favor of the Eagles. It's senior night here tonight, and we're in for a good one. Josh Baker and Glenn Olson, you're watching ICRC-TV.
Love is a lesson that doesn't end. It knows no conditions, so you better buckle in. Love keeps you on your toes. It never stops, only grows. Love isn't easy. It's a commitment, especially when they're being their most resistant. Love is being prepared for the journey ahead. Love doesn't let any concerns go unsaid. Love is finding the right seat so you can take a breath. But remember, love isn't lax. It always double checks. Check that your kids are in the right seat at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Love protects.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love is the majority. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our everyday.
might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
All right, our first item of business is a presentation, which is a swearing in of a new officer.
A Frisson Mayor with Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas. Himself inside the 10. Touchdown, Marymount. From the top of the key, Anna Habra ties the score.
And we are just about ready to tip off. The ball is up, and the Eagles have won the tip. Perrone got it, and we'll start with Gabby Chadwell bringing it across the way. Michaela Chadwell working on the right wing. Back up top, Gabby gives it Michaela back to Rachel Morgan. They swing across. Gabby Chadwell fakes the 3. Michaela doesn't want it either. Rachel Morgan will dribble to penetrate, picks up her dribble, has Michaela. Gabby Chadwell working right back out. They'll reset. Ella Crompton, the senior, getting the start today on senior night. She looks, she gets inside to Rachel Morgan, who takes the quick mid-range, no good. Rebound hauled in by Crompton. Gabby Chadwell feeds inside to Perrone, and the Panthers get a hand on it. It will stay Milford ball.
Milford swung that ball around for almost 40 seconds. Just great ball movement early on here by the Eagles offense.
And they will skip it over top. Gabby Chadwell collects it, and they're right back to the offense. Gabby Chadwell looks to take the deep 3, brings it back around. Michaela Chadwell fakes. Right back to what they were doing. Morgan sees the trap, and they swing it around. Michaela Chadwell open for 3. Air ball that's quickly collected by Perrone. Up through, misses. She gets her own, and that is in.
Helps when you have that 4 or 5 inch advantage in the post down there, right, to get your own rebound.
Sure does. Perrone averaging 9 rebounds a game already with 2. As the leading scorer for the Panthers starts off strong, the sophomore Avery Green, who's 4th in the ECC in scoring.
Took it right to the hole, Josh. The offense obviously is going to run through her tonight.
And that's a quick turnover there for the Eagles. And Glenn, you're right, she didn't even give me time to address the team.
Yeah, just saw the opening right down the lane there. Hustle back on D. Force a turnover.
Will set up in this sort of press there, just making you have to work to get it across as the Panthers swing it outside for a quick 3. That's no good from Emily Bales. Jump ball is called, and it will stay with the Panthers.
Pretty quick whistle on that tie-up there.
We are going to see Ella Cook inbound here to start. Nowhere to go for her. She gets it into Bales. Feeds it around the outside. Lane Ott collects back out to May Laufer. 3 seniors on the floor for the Panthers for senior night tonight.
Milford is not giving Little Miami space to work at all. The Panthers are really going to have to work on their screens to get somebody open, because right now all their shots are going to be contested.
And it's going to be like that all night. This is a really athletic Milford team that can get around you and kind of disturb you. Lane Ott now working on Gabby Chadwell. Bounce passes to Bales.
Yep.
Bales will use the screen, go around. Finds Green in the corner. They don't want it. Driving in is Bales again. Nowhere to go. Ott penetrates, picks up her dribble. Gives it to Green. Green just decides to shoot over top her and does.
They're going to have to make it work on the perimeter unless they can find a way to get something going down in the post, Josh.
And this is, we were just talking about Avery Green averaging 16 a game this season, 30% from 3. Michaela Chadwell picks up, dribbles in, they'll feed inside to Perrone. Perrone has it, 1 to beat, left-hander, no good. Here
Green.
come the Panthers the other way.
Green's not making it easy on Perrone down there on the Eagles' offensive end tonight.
No, she is not. She has to pick up her dribble. Finds a cutting Ott, blocked by Perrone.
First one of the night.
We've talked about a couple times, averaging 2.2 blocks per game this season. And Glenn, Avery Green leads the Panthers in every statistical category except for assists.
And the amazing thing is she's just a sophomore and playing like a well-grizzled veteran.
She is, and that three's up and good for the Panthers. Anna McGee comes in and instantly makes her presence felt.
So how long is Matt Tolliver going to hang on before he calls a timeout? Tries to get his team reset.
And we'll see if Gabby Chadwell can say something about it. That's off. A rebound there for Perrone. And they'll call a quick foul there on the senior Emily Bales. And that's a good point, Glenn. Last time these two teams matched up, 30-point win for the Eagles. They find themselves down 6.
Definitely have the hand with experience, or have the advantage with experience, but Little Miami has come out ready to play and attacking some of Milford's weaknesses.
It's a great coaching job by Coach Felicia Hartman as Perrone collects another board and puts 2 more for herself. Green will go straight to the cup, left hand up and good!
Strong physical move. I thought she might have been called on a travel there, but way to keep her wits about her and get the and one.
We see there on that rebound close, but looks like she did have her 2 steps as she comes to the line to complete the 3-point play. And she does.
Good free throw technique.
8 points in the quarter for Avery Green. Gabby Chadwell trying to work around the screen. They feed inside to Perrone, and just another errant pass there not working.
So such good ball movement on that first possession, and then 2 relatively quick turnovers on these last 2 offensive possessions, and there's that timeout, Josh.
And just like you said, that's the second 3 from Anna McGee, but 14-4 is not what Milford's wanting to see. And you'd say this would be a devastating loss. In the grand scheme of things, no, but they are really neck and neck with West Claremont right now for that conference title.
And that'll be the season finale with the league title at stake heading into the tournament. So no room for errors, no room to take it easy. You have to come out and play if you want to hang that banner up here alongside the other ones on the gymnasium wall here.
Isn't it fun how that happens? That's the last game of the season. Like, of course it's the last game of the season.
Yeah. Just, obviously 1 loss on the year, for Milford. It was to West Claremont, and West Claremont dominated that game. But, conversely, Milford has not had many close games. They've dominated the majority of the season.
Certainly not since that moment. Milford leaves the same 5 out on the floor. Rachel Morgan working out real far here. The Panthers in a 2-3 defense. They're swinging, finds Michaela Chadwell in the corner. Green is doing a great job fronting Perrone as Rachel Morgan finds the lane, goes up, around, and her shot rolls out. Rebounded by McGee.
That's brutal when you can't get a shot like that to fall. That was pretty good offensive execution, just not getting the roll.
Gabby Chadwell rushes Lane Ott, who finds McGee for another 3. That one's finally off. Michaela Chadwell collects. She has Rachel Morgan, 1 to beat. Collects up through, great control.
Yeah. Nice move around Green underneath the basket. Not a whole lot Green could do there.
Green, great work with the eyes. They're going to call a foul on the floor. Uses her eyes to get her defender off balance, blows right by.
So I didn't catch what the foul was, but going to be on Milford, their second foul.
We'll see Perrone sit down here. Maggie Worthington checks in alongside Maddie Rocky.
Be a good chance for Perrone to do the mental reset, take a break, and come back out and look at the game with fresh eyes.
And we sort of saw something like this last week against Lebanon. Perrone took a quick seat, came back, and was just as dominant. The foul called again on the floor.
Calling this one tight tonight. You have to think when you're a team like Milford, one of your strengths is being physical, and the referees are keeping this in check thus far.
And that's a foul on Gabby Chadwell. You don't want to see her out of the game. They go over the top. McGee working on Maddie Rocky, the sophomore, has to pick up her dribble.
Uh-oh.
Pass lost. They'll call over and back, no tip.
Huh, interesting. Looked like it'd been deflected, but the Eagles will take it.
And this is a big opportunity for them with 3 minutes left in the first, down 8. Gabby Chadwell, no space. They just going with Rachel Morgan down on the block now with Perrone out. Worthington fakes. Chadwell reverses to Gabby, who doesn't want it either. Finally, does she like what she sees? She does not. Maggie Worthington, they dump inside to Morgan. She uses her footwork, gets around, and cannot put it in.
Boy, they can't get a break down there on their offensive glass so far.
And timeout called there. Jeez, Glenn.
Good, yeah, Little Miami timeout, a chance to get in the huddle and make another quick adjustment here.
This Little Miami team, 7-7 in conference, not coming into this game on fire at all. They did win their last contest this Monday against Lebanon by just 3, but when you look at Milford beat Lebanon on Thursday, like, you'd think this shouldn't be as close to the game, but it is. All the credit to the Panthers up to this point in the game.
Just scrolling through the roster, it looks like 3 seniors, as you talked about earlier, Josh, for Little Miami, so definitely not inexperienced, but a lot of sophomores dotting that roster as well.
See Little Miami run a play here to get the ball inbounded. Hard defense coming from the Eagles. Gabby Chadwell is going to work full court on Emily Bales. Avery Green gets it across to Bales. Bales has space, collects. Great recovery there by Rocky, but here's McGee in the corner again. Got it!
Wide open shot. Milford lost her on defense.
Anna McGee, 3 threes in the first quarter. Worthington response.
Now we're heating up. The sharpshooters beyond the arc have found it now.
And full court pressure from Worthington. The pass to Lawfer cannot be completed. They go up the court. Michaela Chadwell, does she complete it? She does not.
Just needed a half a step less. She put it right off underneath the backboard.
Good stop there by Cook to save it. McGee again. No.
I think we figured out what Little Miami talked about. More perimeter shots.
It seems like it, and Anna McGee's found that message loud and clear.
Either have Avery plow down the lane or shoot the perimeter shot and play good defense. Force turnovers.
And Sydney Fallett now checking in for the Panthers. Worthington fakes, drives inside. Ava Pappas now in for the Eagles as well. She's working that block position. They rotate out wide to Rocky. And Avery Green not allowing for Pappas to get an opening. Rocky reverses to Chadwell.
They're really missing Perrone underneath in the post right now. They just can't seem to get anything down there.
Michaela Chadwell's 3 is no good, and it seems like that's the only shot that the Panthers are going to allow.
Yeah, they've got that 2-3 defense, or maybe it's a pack line defense. And once you get inside the arc, they are super aggressive, very physical.
They find the cutting Avery Green out wide for 3. The Panthers again, no good. Emma Mason can't get it. Good hustle there by Avery Green to try and save it. Quick fire to the corner. Chadwell fake, pull up, and that's off.
Yeah, deflected there. It was a good-looking shot. Just the Panthers defender there to knock it out of the way.
Green doubled, trying to hold on to the ball. Do they call a jump? They do. Second jump ball of the game, this time going the way of Little Miami.
It's going to be interesting to see what Milford does here. Perrone stays over on the bench.
With just 20 seconds left here in the first quarter, the home Milford Eagles down 8. Second leading scorer, Gabby Chadwell, brings it across. They continue doing what they've been doing, just swinging it around the outside of that three-point line. Chadwell fakes, pounds, drives, gives it to Michaela. Got it!
Nice way to end the quarter with the quick pass back right there beyond the arc at the top of the key.
Way to get some momentum there going into the break. Little Miami on top, 17-12. You're watching ECC Women's Basketball on ICRC-TV.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride.
Welcome back here as Little Miami is on top of Milford 17-12 in this ECC matchup. We're going to see some new check-ins here for both teams. Emma Reffett will sub in for the first time for the Eagles as Avery Green, who was 3 for 3 that quarter, brings it across the timeline to continue building on this lead. Lane Ott uses the fake, gets it back to Green with Rocky on her. Can Ott hold on? She does.
Dangerous pass there, though.
They're throwing it right in the middle. Collected by Pappas.
Little Miami's got to take better care of the ball down there. A couple of reckless passes.
And here we go, Maddie Rocky to get the quarter started right. No. And Glenn, I'm curious to see how the Eagles come out in this quarter. Do they keep running that same offense that they ran throughout the first quarter with Kylie Perrone back on the floor?
Let's see if they can come up with something to get screen off Green. Get Perrone a little better look down in the post.
As May Lawfer working with the ball. Give and go. Lawfer to the corner. Gives it to Lane Ott. Ott wants to go baseline. Hands on the ball again by Pappas. Gabby Chadwell brings it the other way. Hits. Pappas, corner, 3. No good.
I think that one might have been partially deflected.
And that's the third jump ball.
Yeah. Physical game. Indeed. But Little Miami, yeah, just really, really careless with the ball down here. That last pass, I'm really not quite sure what that player was thinking there. Had the Milford defender right in their face, the hands up. The pass wasn't going anywhere.
It's 2 quick turnovers for Little Miami, who had 3 in the first quarter. Gabby Chadwell draws 2 defenders. Pappas wants another 3, and that is good!
Can't do it in the post, they'll do it on the perimeter. Little Miami's going to have to make the adjustment and get out of that zone, be a little more aggressive.
Anna McGee left alone in the corner. Lucky that didn't go in. Gabby Chadwell can't quite corral it. It's inside, up and in. Great movement there by the Panthers. May Lawfer gets on the board.
Yeah, nice recovery after that last offensive series.
In this 15-19 score, Michaela Chadwell's big 3 to end the quarter looks really important as Rocky steps through, bumped, no good, but the offensive rebound by Reffett can't be followed.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, here comes Avery Green downhill. Good job by Rocky to drive her off her spot. Looks like they'll call a block on Rocky. With this 19-15 lead now, we'll take a look at Pappas's big 3 that had cut it to just 2. The great pass there from Bales to Lawfer to put him back up 4.
Well, we talked pregame about the ball flying at the table. They got it on the other side, so we must be next.
So be diligent, Glenn. I'm telling you, I've got it if it's coming.
I'm counting on you.
Another inbound attempt here for the Panthers, this time successfully in. Bales dribbles into the double team. Bounce passes around. They have Green. Green takes the mid-range shot, and of course...
She had a little bit of a height advantage there, and if they're going to give that to her, she'll take it all day long. Little 15-foot jumper.
And they give Gabby Chadwell some space. They can reverse out to Maddie Rocky. And that defense is following her out far now. Emily Bales is swinging around, trying to feed inside to Reffett. And here they finally have Perrone come up to the nail. There's the entry look to Reffett. They have Perrone spin, hook, no good.
Kind of surprised that Little Miami's not gotten out of that zone and gone out and been a little more aggressive outside the arc. If those shots start falling for Milford, they're going to have to make that change.
Sure, well, and that's where the problem arose for Lebanon. The zone worked until it didn't, and that's when the game got out of hand.
Coming in for the Panthers, number 3, Sydney Fallett.
As we'll see Sydney Fallett return to the game here for the Panthers alongside the junior Emma Mason. 6-point lead with 4:48 to play in the second quarter of this ECC matchup. Wide 2-3. Quick pull-up from Chadwell. That's no good. Rebounded by Pappas. Dishes it to Rocky. Rocky has space. Pulls it. Got it.
Wow. 2. Great decision there on the quick pull of that trigger. It rattled in the iron a little bit, but obviously fell through.
And just what you said about trying to get out of that zone while Bales just had a great drive and pass. The shot couldn't be converted. Gabby Chadwell working on Emma Mason. She'll reset up top. Maddie Rocky has the ball. She sees a cutting Michaela Chadwell. And just once again, great job by Avery Green fronting Perone, not letting them feed inside, which is where they want to go with this ball.
Yeah, if I'd be hard-pressed to understand that Green is a sophomore based on the way she's played so far in this game. She really plays like an experienced player.
It's really impressive, and it'll be fun to watch her in the future. Ava Pappas says the time is mine right now, though. 21-21. The Eagles have come back.
Panthers are going to have to make that change, Josh. They can't sit in that zone. Eagles are on fire.
They are on fire. Can the Panthers respond? They can. Over the top and out.
Back in for the Eagles, number 10, Rachel Morgan, and number 23,
And talking about how they need to get out of this zone, that is the perfect example of it. Ava Pappas knocks down her second 3 of the quarter, and they're leaving those wings wide open in that 2-3 zone. Crompton will check back in here. They stay in the zone. Crompton working the elbow as well. Rachel Morgan drives in, pulls, and gets it.
Good work slipping in behind the defender there and getting that kiss off the glass.
Both of Morgan's baskets today come from some great body control and movement down low. And the Eagles' defense, much like them, is swarming higher and higher now. There's both Chadwells playing up high. They get it to Green. She feeds out to the corner. Ella Cook picks it up, gives it to Bales. Bales is 3. Cannot hit, fighting for the ball, and do we have jump ball number 4?
Just a little too much spin on that ball. It's off the mark a little bit. And then, of course, the physical tie-up.
You can see a little bit here of, I wouldn't say Avery Green's getting frustrated, but when she's getting it on the nail, as that shot is up and good from McGee, when she's getting it on the nail, she's looking to have that free mid-range shot, but Perone is just so long, she has to adjust and kick out to the 3. The Eagles feed inside to Morgan. She gets Perone, who's out there awful far. Gabby Chadwell. They'll reverse to the other side. Ella Crompton inside has Rachel to Gabby Chadwell. What ball movement here? The fake from Crompton. Michaela Chadwell wide open. 3, no good. Good hustle, follows her shot. And does Perone have the touch? Not quite. And that possession, another offensive rebound from Michaela Chadwell. And Milford, 3rd offensive rebound, another possession. Gabby drives in now. 1, 2, up. And 1, count it. When you get 4 offensive rebounds, it's going to happen.
Yeah, great job down in the paint there. Being physical by Milford. Looked like they're shooting it on cold, but then they get it right back with their physicality, and you see the block right there on the replay. Pretty cut and dry.
And that is Gabby Chadwell's first points of the game. She's averaging 14 a game for the season. And Perone will sit down again.
They've not been able to get the ball to her much out there. You know, little Mammy's going to be stubborn and not come out of that zone. Keep your outside shooters there.
Free throws good, and Milford will stick to that aggressive full court man coming out of the break. Driving is Laynott. She's fouled by Rachel Morgan, her first.
Eagle foul on number 10.
Only our second trip to the free throw line.
First, team's second. At the line shooting.
And we'll see what Ott does here. Her first offering is good.
Lane Dot.
A 33% free throw shooter on the season. She's 1 for 1. To cut this lead to 1, she doesn't, and that's corralled by Morgan.
Keep that one in the back of your memory in case this game stays close late.
Exactly. Coach Hartman probably not loving seeing that, but the Eagles will return to their offensive set. Maddie Rocky finds Crompton inside. Gabby Chadwell alone. She fakes with a hand, up, down, left hand, scoop.
What a dynamic move. Great scoop shot by Chadwell.
She gets straight back on defense. Ott working on Crompton, senior on senior. Maddie Rocky makes her pick up the ball. And she'll deflect it out of bounds, staying here with the Panthers. 1:04 to play in the half. Milford has come back from down 5 this quarter to take a 4-point lead over the visiting Little Miami. The inbound to Fallett is there. She has to pick it up, looking for anyone to be open. Great find there for McGee. Ott to the corner with Cook. Cook up, blocked by the Eagles. Rachel Morgan takes it the other way. Gabby Chadwell, full head of steam, picks up her dribble. She'll reset. Morgan looks like she's going to take the shot. And with Perrone out, Avery Green has moved to be a wing on this zone. Rocky reverts to the corner. Michaela Chadwell, same spot. No good. Can Milford come away with another offensive rebound? They can. Gabby Chadwell. And that ball just slips off her fingers. Great effort nonetheless by her.
Yeah, exactly right. Slipped off her fingers, off the side of her hand. You just can't control it at that point. Just one of those basketball things, right?
It's one of those basketball things. Emma Mason comes in with 26.3 left. Fouls are not looking like they'll be a problem. A timeout is called. Little Miami is going to talk this over.
Quick Panther 30-second timeout. So we're down here in the last 26 seconds of the first half. A surprisingly close first half.
Certainly surprising. And I like the timeout call here, Glenn, because if you look at what Michaela Chadwell's 3 at the end of the first did for Milford, you could have that same mentality here for the Panthers. Knock down the quick 3, quick bucket, 1-score game going into half. You feel a whole lot better about yourself than if you give Milford the ball back right here. They go up 2 or potentially 3 scores.
Look, this Milford defense is tenacious, but I'd really like to see Little Miami come up with a way on their out-of-bounds plays to get somebody open instead of just the closest player to them. Get somebody mid-court or the other side of the court with a safe pass. You know, you're dribbling right into that press.
I agree, and we'll see Ott inbound. Panthers running a variation of stack. They get it to Fallett. Can Fallett corral? Oh, they will call a foul there on Michaela Chadwell, fighting for that ball, her first.
Not quite sure what she was supposed to do there, Josh.
No, I would almost say.
I would say it went the other way.
Not often you get a forearm to the neck and have a foul call on you. Ott the inbounder again. She has Emma Mason open. Has to get past Maddie Rockwell. Compton's there. They get across. Ott has the ball, 17 to play. Gives it to McGee. Good penetration there from McGee. Fallett fakes, chooses to go to the other side. McGee, nowhere to go. Bounce pass, far corner. Ott's 3 up. No good. And that's corralled by Michaela Chadwell. Throws it up. No time for a shot. And that'll be it for the first half. Milford coming back from down 5 on top. 28-24 here as we head into the half. An awful close half here for the Eagles. We'll see you on the other side. You're watching ICRC-TV.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
When I never graduated from high school, I realized I wanted to go back to school because I didn't want to work these back-breaking jobs the rest of my life. With the help of my father and having my son, that was all the motivation that I needed to come back to school. I felt accomplished, made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Love is a lesson that doesn't end. It knows no conditions, so you better buckle in. Love keeps you on your toes. It never stops, only grows. Love isn't easy. It's a commitment, especially when they're being their most resistant. Love is being prepared for the journey ahead. Love doesn't let any concerns go unsaid. Love is finding the right seat so you can take a breath. But remember, love isn't lax. It always double checks. Check that your kids are in the right seat at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Love protects.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
There are a lot of words I would use to describe my daughter. Kind, strong, hilarious. When I think about how much she's experienced in her life, we can't help but be inspired by her every day. So really, we're the lucky ones. Learn more at adoptuskids.org.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Throw that ball, Diane. Woo! You got this.
Hi. I'm your retirement fear. But don't be scared. You're still in pre-retirement.
Does that mean I have more time to plan?
Precisely. Here, this is pretirement.org.
Retirement savings options? Potential tax breaks?
Ooh.
This isn't scary. I'm doing it.
You got this.
Visit thisispretirement.org for free resources to help you customize your action plan.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Love is a lesson that doesn't end. It knows no conditions, so you better buckle in. Love keeps you on your toes. It never stops, only grows. Love isn't easy. It's a commitment, especially when they're being their most resistant. Love is being prepared for the journey ahead. Love doesn't let any concerns go unsaid. Love is finding the right seat so you can take a breath. But remember, love isn't lax. It always double checks. Check that your kids are in the right seat at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Love protects.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love is the majority. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our every day.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
First item of business is a presentation, which is a swearing in of a new officer.
A Freestone Mayor with Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas. Brings it himself inside the 10. Touchdown, Merrimont. From the top of the key, Anna Habra ties the score.
Welcome back out of halftime here at Milford High School. The Eagles on top 28-24 against the visiting Little Miami Panthers. I'm Josh Baker alongside my partner Glenn Olson, and we're excited to see what happens in this closely contested second half of ECC basketball.
You know, Josh, we were talking before we came back on that both teams just went really cold shooting in the second quarter. Now, Milford won that quarter 16-7, but still for the game they're shooting, 33, 35% somewhere in there. Little Miami 0-4. And that three-point line in the second period.
Seemed like the difference in the second period as a quick turnover for Milford. Again, they just can't put the ball in the hands of Perrone. But that was the difference for Little Miami, and we were talking, you got to get Avery Green some more shots. She's perfect on the day, and it looks like they're going to do just that. She's working one-on-one on Crompton, gets a screen, picks up her dribble. Good hedge there by Morgan.
Not surprised to see them do that. She has such good body control, especially for a sophomore.
Crompton tries to feed inside. There's nowhere to go. That's another turnover for Milford. Green has Bales. And Bales will be forced to pick her dribble up, trying to direct Green with her head. The reset. Green goes baseline. Off balance. 2. No good. That's her first miss. But she is not there to collect. A good hustle by Crompton. And the Panthers will have another chance.
She'll take that, though.
She will take that.
Give one right into her hands.
Bales gets it over the line to Cook. Cook working on Perrone. They'll go back to Bales, who's working hard on Gabby Chadwell. She gets past. Has a teammate out wide. Ott. No good. And who is that out on? They'll say the Eagles staying here for the Panthers.
Not really a rushed shot there, just off the mark, unfortunately, for Little Miami. Not even close to the iron.
And we see some tenacious defense from Gabby Chadwell. She's second in the ECC in steals with 3.4 a game. So they go right back to Ott. And there we go. Gabby Chadwell at steal. Say it happens. Hesitate, 2 dribbles. And is fouled there by Bales.
Gabby Chadwell has played every minute and second of this game, as is Avery Green for Little Miami. They've not come off the floor.
So impressive. So impressive. That she still has that motor. I guess she is coming out of halftime. By the way, that is the 3rd on Emily Bales, as Chadwell is now 2 for 2.
Yeah, pretty physical game on the offensive ends for sure. So not surprised to see the fouls.
And rattles around and in. Gabby Chadwell, a 75% free throw shooter on the season. 3 for 3 tonight, as we'll see Avery Green try again. Doesn't like the screen from McGee. She'll keep it. Reverses, brings it the other way. Gets past Michaela Chadwell, steps back, nowhere to go. McGee open, top of the key, 3, rims out. Perrone can't corral it, but luckily Michaela Chadwell's there. And they'll call a foul, bringing it up. It looks like it will be on Avery Green.
Yeah, for sure. Not a whole lot she could do there, but a foul nonetheless.
See Little Miami.
Go ahead, Josh, sorry.
Little Miami not wanting to provide any pressure going up the floor. They'll sit in that 2-3, which we thought they'd get out of in the second. They stay in it. Crompton reverses Chadwell. We have Gabby Chadwell now is going to finally get inside to Rachel Morgan. Ella Crompton, 3 ball, no good.
Yeah, they really weren't worried about her making that shot because they didn't put up much of a fight against her.
Little Miami will just let that go. Ella Crompton, a 12% three-point shooter this season. The inbound play going. Gabby Chadwell trying to get a hand in there. Laynott is going to have to work hard this half to get any inch of space. She gets shifted from Chadwell to Rachel Morgan, and this is something you don't see a lot. Fallett has Perrone out past the three-point line working on her. Great defense by Perrone. You can see a smile on her face.
You're not going to shoot over. Good coaching move there. Put him out there. Try to slow him down a little bit.
They'll set right back up. They get it to Perrone, different way. She swings across to Morgan. Gabby Chadwell step behind the three-point line. She doesn't care.
Well behind the line and nothing but net.
That'll force a quick timeout here in the second half for Little Miami. And Glenn, I think now we will be seeing the defensive adjustment out of the Panthers. Coach Hartman in her 7th season probably maybe wanted to come into the half, see if they could make something happen with it still, but over time it does not work.
Yeah, Milford has outscored Little Miami 5-0 so far here in the third quarter. So obviously it's not working. They're going to have to tinker or readjust something that they'd adjusted at halftime.
A 7-point lead now for the Eagles with 6:11 to play in the third quarter. Little Miami was up 17-12 after the first. We've seen Milford go on a huge run since that point in time.
Yeah, you know, for Little Miami, they're going to have to be more aggressive out on the perimeter. Milford is shooting well beyond the arc. And Little Miami just can't stay inside there. Milford is not forcing the ball inside. Swinging the ball around in the perimeter like we've talked about and looking for a good perimeter shot. They're really not causing much offensive action down in the post at this point.
And this is where you have to wonder with the Panthers. The 2-3, obviously, I feel you're leaning on that to try to shut down Perrone. Good job. You've done that fairly well. But with the 3 ball falling, can they contain Perrone while shutting down the 3? That's what makes this Eagles team so good. It's Chadwell instantly up on Hill. Perrone with the steal, going up for the ball. Ball ends up in the hand of Ella Crompton, and they will start over Gabby Chadwell. And we're wrong. Little Miami stays in the zone, except they have Perrone right at the nail. What touch.
She can't do it underneath the basket. Give her 15 feet. She'll find a way.
So impressive. As Cook now works to get on her side of the ball. Ball is picked up. Nowhere to go. Finds her teammate Ott. And here's Perrone again. She'll tag Fallett and stays right here with her. Fallett has some space. Bounces to Cook. Stolen by Gabby Chadwell. Milford moving with some more pace now. They give it to Perrone. She wants another mid-range shot. Just off as Avery Green rips that one down. She pushes the tempo. Has her teammate Lane Ott. Works in on Perrone. Does she try the shot? She doesn't. They will try to get it into Avery Green. She's fouled on the entry, and pretty good foul.
Yeah. Good defense there. It's going to happen. You've got 5. You might as well use them.
Despite that being the 3rd foul on Ella Crompton, we see it there. She didn't like the call, but she bumped her.
So now we have 2 Eagles with 3, I believe.
And they will get it into Avery Green. She has it baseline. No shot, but Fallett uses the pump fake, gets inside, works around Perrone, doesn't take the shot. McGee, catch, shoot, no good. And McGee ready for that.
Easy rebound for Perrone.
Michaela Chadwell steps in motion, uses her feet. Rocky swings around. Gabby Chadwell this time. And that's short. Avery Green gets a hand on it, whacks it to Sydney Fallett. 4 on 2, 4 on 3. Good job defensively by the Eagles. McGee dribbles inside to penetrate. They will slow it down. Cook uses a screen from Ott. And Ott now with Perrone. Perrone saying she can go right if she wants to.
It's Milford defense, just tenacious, not giving little Miami an ounce of daylight.
There's just nowhere to go with that ball. Maddie Rocky almost forced the over and back, and they'll call a foul on Maddie Rocky. Physical perimeter defense.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's part of the deal. Like I joked about a minute ago, you got 5 of them, so don't really worry about it too much until you have 4.
At this point, for sure, Ott trying to work around finding anything. And here's Rachel. I mean, Rachel Morgan, you can't get any space on her either. Chadwell, Rocky drives in. Avery Green. Both of our players to watch just met each other at the rim.
I think Perrone got the better of that one. And I think that may be at least her 3rd block.
We'll see it in 2 hands on that ball. Good no call by the ref. And Perrone will sit down.
Really think some of this is just saving those legs for the tournament. Saving them for West Claremont. That's the big one. Then going into the tournament.
And another quick foul by Maddie Rocky. I believe that's her 3rd.
Eagle foul on number 1, Maddie Rocky. That's her 3rd.
So now at least 3 players with 3, right?
I've got Maddie Rocky with 3, Ella Crompton with 3. I have Rachel Morgan with 2, so I could have missed 1. As Michaela Chadwell goes the other way. 2 to beat, doesn't care. Left hand up, spins it in.
Yeah, you know, Milford can afford to keep being aggressive on defense because they're growing their lead. Little Miami is not getting good looks at all until that.
And it's a big 3. All these shots suddenly, if you can knock a 3 down, you just have to swing the momentum back your way if you're the Panthers. They're letting Emma Mason in the game now, see what she can do. Picks up the dribble, gives it to Cook. Avery Green has Maddie Rocky boxed out over top of both of them. Can't put it in.
Yeah, just physical there. Ball. Physical on Green. Just didn't get the look she quite wanted.
Is that on Maddie Rocky?
Eagle foul on number 1, Maddie Rocky. That's her 4th.
I mean, she's going to have to sit down, you think.
Yep. Yeah, that's number 4 for her. So She's going to have to take a break.
Luckily for Milford, the junior Maggie Worthington isn't half bad herself. So this is a deep, deep team.
But you know, what a great job by Milford. They upped the defensive intensity and have outscored Little Miami this entire quarter. Little Miami's not scored yet.
They still remain scoreless. Reffett gets it as Maggie Worthington comes in now the other way. Ava Pappas has to pick up her dribble. Gabby Chadwell swings it back across the top of the key. She's working on Anna McGee. They give it to Maggie Worthington. Michaela Chadwell standing all alone. Luckily, Gabby Chadwell is there. They had a really overloaded formation there. Pappas, three, good!
You just can't leave them out there alone in the perimeter. They refuse to change.
That is her third three tonight. Anna McGee looking to find her hot streak again that she had in the first quarter. She has to pick up the ball, goes up and is fouled.
It's like every time they go down there, there's another foul on Milford.
I believe that's on. That's going to be on Maggie Worthington, so Maddie Rocky sits down and her sub gets a foul instantly.
Well, at least it's the same game plan then, right?
Anna McGee back to the line again today. That one is good. A 50% free throw shooter. She leads the Panthers in scoring with 12, and that will stay 12 as that one's no good. Emma Reffett fights for it. Worthington gets it. Michaela Chadwell now working on Cook. Nowhere to go. Good ball movement. Gabby Chadwell with her eyes up. And they're just waiting for Reffett to flash here. Michaela Chadwell nowhere to go. Double flash. Reverse across the floor to Worthington. They have her. She doesn't. She tries to squeeze into Reffett. She does.
Oh,
shot is no good. What a pass.
That's brutal. Did everything right. Milford did everything right, just couldn't get the roll.
And a travel by the Panthers, and this is just where it seems like the game is getting away from Little Miami. A costly travel in transition. We're below a minute to play in the third. Milford has built up a 15-point lead.
Yeah, this is a 12-1 run that the Eagles are on right now.
You just said no field goals this quarter from Little Miami. Milford not even really looking for penetration here as Pappas flashes elbow.
They're going to hang on for the last shot, I would think.
Reverse to Gabby Chadwell. She has a baseline drive, feeds it to Reffett. That one is off again.
Yeah, she's a little frustrated with herself there. You can see her kind of grasp at her face.
Avery Green checks the clock. 16 seconds for her. She's doubled. Someone's got to be open. She has nowhere to go. It'll stay here. 10 seconds for Little Miami to put some points on the board.
Milford doing a great job of using that baseline as the third defender. Green had nowhere to go.
The inbounds play, trying to find somewhere to go. She has Bales. 8 seconds left. Bales working around a screen, trying to find anybody. She chooses herself, hits a cutting teammate up and in.
That was nice. That's a good way to end the quarter.
May Lawfer puts 2 on the board. Some positivity here for Little Miami heading into the fourth. First field goal of the quarter as time expired. Milford on top 40-27. We'll be back with the last 8 minutes. Here in a second, you're watching ECC basketball on ICRC-TV.
Love is a lesson that doesn't end. It knows no conditions, so you better buckle in. Love keeps you on your toes. It never stops, only grows. Love isn't easy. It's a commitment, especially when they're being their most resistant. Love is being prepared for the journey ahead. Love doesn't let any concerns go unsaid. Love is finding the right seat so you can take a breath. But remember, love isn't lax. It always double checks. Check that your kids are in the right seat at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Love protects.
We welcome you back here into Milford High School for the final quarter of this action-packed game between the Milford Eagles and the visiting Little Miami Panthers. Milford with a huge third quarter to blow this one sort of open. We'll see if Little Miami can respond in the final 8 minutes.
We're going to have to do something quick here because whatever they did in the third quarter absolutely did not work, scoring only the 3 points.
And as Milford's defense has really gotten more aggressive, they've started playing just kind of looser with the lead around them here. Avery Green looking to get her team going as Emily Bales will start at the top of the key. They will reset.
Green's essentially been silenced here in this second half.
She was perfect going into the half, 0 for 3. And a timeout called by Little Miami. Coach Hartman.
Little Miami will take a full timeout.
Well, wholesale changes, you would think then, right? If you're going to use a full timeout 33 seconds into the quarter. The final quarter.
It's just, you wonder what they saw there from Milford that they didn't expect, that they hadn't talked about in that quick break. I mean, for about the millionth time we've said it, Glenn, does Little Miami stick in their zone? I guess we'll see.
Well, it didn't work for him in the third quarter, obviously, right? So, I mean, if you've got a chance to claw back in this game, you know, we still have 7.5 minutes left. Try something different on defense. Be more aggressive. Play more press. You know, do something to force Milford into a bad decision.
At this point, you might as well try, right? This is a Milford team playing like they have nothing to lose right now, when in reality you do. If you're Little Miami, you have nothing to lose. You could come out, play spoiler on Milford's senior night. In just some stats, we're looking at Milford shooting essentially 40% from 3 on the game, sitting in the 2-3 zone. Just, it's inviting them to keep shooting that.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it just that, you know, there's a lack of faith in the players, or they don't have the physical stamina to go out and play man-to-man, you know, for the entire game? But yeah, that you're just giving Milford a free pass in the perimeter, and they're obviously taking advantage of it.
Cook will inbound to McGee, who's also looking to get going again. She leads the Panthers in scoring with 12 points. They get the insert, step back pass there from Bales. Results in a turnover. Maggie Worthington throws the Pappas. Pappas can corral it. Gabby Chadwell will reset. She has it. Ava Pappas with a few threes made today. Gabby Chadwell does not want it. And here we go. We have Perrone inside. They've got Michaela trying to seal low. She doesn't want it. Maggie Worthington's three barely rims out.
So in the third quarter, we had Green bringing the ball down. They've gone away from that, but they're leaving her out there on an island. They're not setting screens to get her open. She's your best player. Find a way to get her the ball and a clean look.
And here she's gotten bumped away there by Michaela Chadwell. They have Chadwell fronting her and Perrone sitting behind, so there's really no way to get her the ball as a travel's called on Worthington. Coach Tolliver seems to know that the way that Little Miami can get back in the game is if Avery Green starts doing something.
Right. And that's where I'm sort of confused why Little Miami's not doing something, you know, screens to get her the ball. Get her a clean look. So right now it's basically a game of one-on-one times 5.
And there we see something of Green trying to make anything happen, fouled by Pappas. Just her first, but you're right, no screens being set. They have her roll around to the cup on this play. As Ott instantly has a double team. McGee open, got it!
Yep, good decision there.
Anna McGee's 4th 3 of the night. Still leads Little Miami in scoring. So we'll see Maddie Rocky come to the scorer's table with 4 fouls. Michaela Chadwell has it inside. Ava Pappas around the outside. They find their insert. Chadwell doesn't want it. Sets her feet, uses her eyes. Chadwell here again. Maggie Worthington wants it this time and hits it.
Just frustration on the part of the Little Miami coaching staff, and understandable. They just can't find a way to slow down this Milford offense right now.
Knowing what looked like could be a momentum swinger a little bit there. McGee's three, get her going again. She was a big part of the reason they were up in the first quarter. She had 9. Thought that could be something, and then Milford not only hits a 3, but takes like 40 seconds off the clock while doing it.
Yeah, think about it. Each team scored 3 points, almost 3 minutes into the game or into the final period here.
When you enter with a 13-point deficit, that's just not going to be enough.
Right, exactly. You got to do something different. You got to do it quickly. Maybe they're running out of tricks in their playbook, but they're going to have to find something here if they want to claw back in over this final 5:44.
And we'll see what they do coming out of the timeout here. Ella Crompton checked back in on senior night. Lane Ott is across the timeline. Emma Mason has Kylie Perrone out there high, and just miscommunication there between her and Avery Green. Milford will have another possession. Rachel Morgan pulls it. No good. Follows her shot. Can't quite get it. Hill works around and will bring it across the line. She receives a screen from Cook. She has a 3. That just rolls out. Gabby Chadwell coming down with the rebound.
It's like some wholesale changes coming for the Panthers at the next dead ball.
Just got to get people out there that can keep running this late in the game. Crompton brings it around. They have it inside Rachel Morgan, and she has all the time in the world to line up that mid-range shot.
And she was inside the three-point line that time and still was unguarded.
Ott picks up her dribble. Cook swings it to Mason. Mason met with force. Ott's 3-ball, good!
Yeah, quick decisions there, quick passes. That's what Little Miami's going to have to continue doing.
And Milford right back to that offense. Just swinging around. Good hand there by Avery Green. The Panthers cannot corral it. Morgan gets it. Perrone down low, up, in. And that's what they've been waiting for all night.
Green was all over, and Perrone put it in effortlessly.
Avery Green trying to do anything against Maddie Rocky, who has the 4 fouls. Ott uses the screen. Nowhere to go on the baseline. Picks it up, looking for a teammate. Good work by Cook to find an opening. McGee, a 3 again. Off. 3:49 to play. Lob it down low. Chadwell running layup, no good. Good hand there by Avery Green to prevent Kylie Perrone from the quick 2.
Yeah, Perrone had that in her hands till Green bumped her from behind.
Avery Green has a 3. That bounces, no good. Rebound. Gabby Chadwell, 14-point lead for Milford. Perrone wants a 3, and that's off short. Avery Green looks. What teammates does she have with her? She has Anna McGee. It's going to go up and under. Blocked by Gabby Chadwell. And off the hands of Lane Ott. Not from a lack of effort here from Avery Green at the end of the game to make something happen.
Took a long time to get those subs in for the Panthers. That was about 2 minutes or so of game time, waiting for a dead ball to get those girls in.
Bale back in, Fallett back in. And Maylofer. Rocky left all alone, no good. Perrone, rebound, block. Oh, foul called on Avery Green, her second.
Probably heard the fans behind us yelling, finally. They've been calling for that the whole game.
Panther foul number 32, Avery Green. That's her second. Team's first at the line, shooting number 44.
And here we've got it up just on that right arm there. And she knocks that down with no problem. Perrone, we showed at the beginning of the game, 80% free throw shooter this season.
This great technique. Looks flawless.
Chance for 2. Got it. 10 points for Kylie Perrone in what feels like it's been a quiet night.
Yeah. Yeah, really, she wasn't much of a factor in the first half, but she's made her presence known here in this fourth quarter.
Bale dishes it to Green. Green had the pump fake. And look at Gabby Chadwell beating her to her spot. Good spin there by McGee, just going up into Perone. They'll call a push.
Wow. She had her hands up. I'm going to see the replay on this.
And she gets around, and that, luckily Rachel Morgan had a push there. You see Kylie Perone's face just like, really?
I guess that little hop's what did her in. If she would have kept her feet flat, probably would have been fine.
McGee knocks down both. Another timeout by Little Miami.
Well, you have to be getting toward the back of the playbook at this point. You know, you bring in the 3 fresh bodies and then call in a quick timeout again, and you're really not making much progress chipping away at this lead.
No, 14-point lead here for Milford. Anna McGee, 17 points, leads the team. We haven't seen Avery Green score since the second quarter. I'm actually looking at it now. Only 4 Panthers have scored today. That being McGee and Green, we've mentioned. And then 2 of the other seniors, May Lawfer and Lane Ott, both with 4 points apiece.
Well, Milford outscoring the Panthers by just 1, 9-8 at this point here in this fourth quarter. So the scoreboard makes it sound like it's a little more even than it feels like to the eyes right now, or looks like to the eyes right now.
Certainly, something we really haven't spoken about statistically is the number of turnovers going into this quarter. Little Miami has 12 to Milford's 5. I mean, it's a huge story in this game.
Definitely. And that's just a tribute to Milford's persistence and aggressiveness on defense.
Gabby Chadwell will walk this up. The Little Miami defense coming up really high to start.
To say that looks different.
Perone, and I mean, amazing play design there by the Eagles to find Crompton down low.
I mean, stick with that. Don't cede that perimeter. Go out and be aggressive if you're Little Miami.
Once again, you might as well try. Avery Green has it down low. She's pushed. And another foul there on Rachel Morgan, trying to leave an impact on senior night.
Morgan, that's her 3rd. Team's 3rd.
Milford with 3 fouls now, 2 more. Little Miami's in the double bonus. That's not nothing. Get it over top to Green, who's guarded closely by Chadwell. She uses a double screen, but great switch there from Maddie Rocky, not letting her do anything.
Little Miami's doing nothing to help her.
Bale drive up under, and a nice score there from Emily Bales. That's her first of the game. 14-point game. They have it to Perone above the nail. And you're going to have to push them, make them pass it. There you go. Because with this amount of time left, Milford is perfectly content just playing this style of game. And Perone walks with the ball. That's what you can't have happen. A sub coming in for the Panthers. The sophomore Sydney Fallett will sit down, and Ella Cook will re-enter the match.
So you've got 100 seconds to figure out a way to score 14 points, and that's if you hold Milford scoreless, right? So Little Miami's got to act with some urgency here. I don't know if that was supposed to be a screen or not.
They sort of do. The crowd calls for a travel. Was it saved? Refs say it was. Anna McGee, 3. Off the back of the rim. Good hustle there by Little Miami, and we haven't seen one of these in a minute. But I believe 5th jump ball in the direction now of Milford. That full court pressure finally put on.
Put some pressure on the ball handler.
McGee come up and blitz. Good effort by Green to try to get it from Perone. Nice recovery. Chadwell easily moves by, but gets it stripped by Green. A foul called.
Milford handles the press well, obviously, right? Little Miami's just started to use that. I would have liked to have seen them use it earlier so they could find little adjustments to make for it to be more effective for them.
It just feels like they were a bit stagnant for too long, and they stuck with what worked in the first quarter for not long enough. Gabby Chadwell, another steal. We're below a minute, and a foul called on Emily Bales. By my count, that's her 4th.
Little Miami foul on number 5, Emily Bales. That's her 4th.
You're right.
Team second.
55 seconds to play here. Eagles on top by 14. Perrone has it outside the three-point line with a double. And honestly, not really a tightly played game here by the Eagles in the last 2 minutes, but Little Miami not doing enough to I completely forgot what word I was going to say, Glenn. Huh, yeah. Capitalize, that's it.
There you go. There you go. You're too young for that, man. Guys my age forget what they're saying.
Yeah.
The young guys shouldn't be doing that yet.
The crowd gives a nice ovation to Rachel Morgan as she sits down for the final time on senior night. Emma Crompton as well.
You know, Milford, this is my first time seeing them this year. They just look off based on what the stat sheet tells you. And you saw them last week against Lebanon, so you know better than me at this point. But, you know, coming away with a big win, despite just not really looking like the team that the stats say they are.
Right. This is by no means the most buttoned-up version of this Milford team. If you're going to want to beat West Claremont, which is coming up, you're going to have to play better than this. But it does say something, you're right, about this team, that despite the struggles, they were able to come away with a double-digit victory again.
Yeah, it's going to be a barn burner against the Wolves for sure.
As the clock dribbles down, Michaela Chadwell will let the clock run out on senior night. They blow it dead. Milford comes out on top, 51-37. They improve to 19-1. Little Miami falls to 500, 10-10. Kylie Perrone with 10 points tonight. Gabby Chadwell with 10. On the other side for the Panthers, Anna McGee had 17. The star Avery Green started hot, had 10. And then the Eagles did a great job in the second half of turning up that defense. We've enjoyed you being with us tonight. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back next week for some more ECC women's basketball. I've been Josh Baker alongside my partner, Glenn Olson. As always, have a great rest of your day and go ICRC.